Well, they spent time teaching Grayson how to read. I still have a hard time picturing how difficult life would be if I couldn't read. I think that would be so challenging because reading is fundamental to everything we do all the time. I mean, street signs, directions to put furniture together, your bills, everything is related to being able to read. And the fact that he couldn't, that's kind of made his life difficult. They mention a couple of books in chapter 27. The story of Babar, which is an elephant, and it's a delightful little story. Mike Mulligan's Steam Shovel, which was one of my favorites when I was a kid, and The Little Engine That Could. I'm guessing you're familiar with The Little Engine That Could. That whole I think I can, I think I can, I think I can thing. Go on to YouTube and look for Mike Mulligan's Steam Shovel. Usually, when we're in class together, I will play a YouTube clip of someone reading this story, and everyone says the same thing. Oh my gosh, it's Jeffrey and Grayson, the story of this man and his steam shovel. It's the story of Jeffrey and Grayson. It is such a perfect connection between those two. Babar fits too. It's just not as familiar. It's not as obvious, but it does also fit. So you could look that one up too if you wanted. Hopefully, you watched that old I Love Lucy clip. Isn't that great? And it kind of shows how it can be difficult for someone learning to read. And so most of us don't remember the process of learning how to read. It happened so long ago and it was such a gradual thing. We forget that things like remembering the difference between C like for city, where it sounds like an S, and C like cookie, where it sounds like a K, can be confusing to someone learning how. And all of those vowel sounds, how they can be so difficult and how they can really cause you trouble. Then over in chapter 28, they talked about Jeffrey getting him to read The Little Engine That Could for the very first time and how excited they were. And this was kind of a big moment. Once they got, everything settled and he's learned how to read, they talked about how this little equipment room. Remember, we picture it kind of like Mrs. Michaelis's office back behind, in the gym where she keeps all of like the jump ropes and the scooters and the basketballs and all that kind of stuff. And we picture that as becoming this almost little mini apartment. And it's becoming homey. It's not a house or an apartment, it's a storage room, but yet it feels like home, which goes to tell you that there's that old phrase, home is where the heart is. Home is the way that you make a place feel. It's the people you live with, it's the family, it's the memories that are associated with the place. And they have made this little equipment room their home. And at one point, when they have, Grayson's going to stay the night, and he tells, or Jeffrey tells Grayson to sleep on the chest protectors, that would be more comfortable for him, or he's going to sleep on the chest protectors. And he wants Grayson to sleep on like this mat that he had gotten him to sleep on. He pats the mat and he's like, "No, I'm okay," meaning, I'm cool with sleeping here. And then he was like, I'm okay, meaning I'm safe. I have a home. I have family again. My life is okay. That's such a big, big deal. And then Grayson says, when somebody does something you really like, amen. And he also is liking that he feels like he has a home and family again. So they move through to Thanksgiving and they have the most unconventional Thanksgiving. I love it. They go to a local football game and they have, this big dinner. And it's not a traditional Thanksgiving dinner at all. I mean, there's not turkey and there's not mashed potatoes and all of that, but they have a roast chicken, which is close. Cranberry sauce, cool. Uh, Applesauce, yep. SpaghettiOs, raisins, pumpkin pie, and of course their favorite butterscotch crimpets. It's just so cool. And they both admit that this is the best Thanksgiving they've ever had. They've never had anyone to celebrate with, so this is the best to them. Then they let me see. They go and Jeffrey wants some paint, and he paints 101 Bandshell. Well, paints a 101 on the door and calls it 101 Bandshell Boulevard. He has a home again. That address represents a home and security and family and love. And it's just oh, so good. So good. The next chapters are just as wonderful because right after Thanksgiving comes Christmas. And so, if Thanksgiving, it starts off with chapter 30. If Thanksgiving was wonderful, Christmas was paradise. It's amazing, these next three chapters. You're going to absolutely love it. And you're going to have to wait till Monday. Oh, wait, no, Monday is Motivational Monday. So, Tuesday. You'll have to wait till Tuesday to see what's what. Okay. Anyway, I hope you have a great weekend. Stay healthy and kind. I'll see you next time. Okay. Bye. It didn't stop. Let's try that again.